So, fighting with this TRW Volvo rack, trying to get this little plug out of the top here. What I found was it does spin around and it's not threaded. But looking at the replacement part here, match up to that, there is a groove here, and if you look at this little sight window, if you spin that around, you'll see the edge of this wire sticking out on one side. The other side, it's bent inwards, keeping it in place. So when you spinning it around, you take like a pick, pull this out, spin this around, and pull this out, and this should pop free. Alright, next part of this TRW rack, we've got this retaining nut here. So you'll see on the outside of this little cap, just popped it off. Then inside we've got there we are, got a bearing and a snap ring. After that, we've got this little guy here, this plastic thing, which I've already destroyed, but that is also threaded. So that's got to come off. So the full rebuild. This side is going to also have a seal, much like the opposite side. And those seals look a bit like this. So they're going to be sitting in like this. Next part of the puzzle is this little hole right here. So on this side we've got a plug. Looks like this is what's left of it, basically. New pieces over here. Yours is going to look like this. Mine came out in several pieces. Unfortunately, it was just way too seasoned here. I tried heat to maybe loosen a little bit of the plastic. I figure almost 40 years of heat cycles, this thing was just cooked. Behind that is a spring, so careful. A little spring like this. Then behind that, another piece of plastic. That's going to be for your rack on the inside, so it's shelved, right? So it's a half moon, so it's going to rest right on that shaft. That's going to have the spring that's going to give it the accurate pressure, keep pressure on the shaft, or whatever the hell it does. But just be careful with the threads here. I drilled a couple holes through the old plug, until I was able to use a couple screwdrivers like chopsticks. Turn this, just keep turning it. As it turned, of course, the plastic gave way, and at that point, it just chiseled the rest of it out. Make a nice hole through the plastic, and then peel with a pick at that plug until I was able to get a flathead and just pry on those threads and make it collapse, and use a pair of pliers to pull the rest of the way out. Well, on to the next adventure, getting this actual rack out. Alright, now we're working on the actual steering shaft to go left, go right. So you see there is a rubber plug right here that's covering here. This also comes with a kit. There's a snap ring here. That snap ring has to be pulled off, and then you can tap. From earlier, we took this nut off. You could tap that out, make a huge mess. Here's the actual steering shaft. And you can see there's a lot of possibly seals on here as well. Clean it up. Check for wear. This is pretty shiny right here, but I can't catch anything with my fingernail, so I'm not too concerned. Old grease. I mean, what are you gonna do? Time to clean her up. Get all the gaskets, seals, washers, etc. replaced. A huge mess. Let's see if we have another pig mat. Oh, cool. First when you think the fluid's all gone. Oh. Oh. That's where I cut the camera. Two hands on this bad boy.